Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This your host, Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. Hey, man, we're almost at our goal of 100K. I'm just super grateful for y'all, man. I let y'all know every time I'm nothing without y'all, but I'm everything with y'all. Please hit that like button for me. Actually, before the video starts, so you don't forget to hit it during the video. Now that y'all hit the like button, let's get into the content. Anyway, so it does look like Young Thug actually came out and officially threw more shots at Gunna. We do know that originally some tweets was posted on Young Thug's account. Of course, you know everybody does the whole "I was hacked" or whatever. Even though he didn't say it was hacked, it was deleted and all this stuff. But Young Thug came out with a song and previewed the song, and it was like, "I don't associate with rats, don't associate with rats," and everybody immediately thought about Gunna. Now we do know that YSL Woody ratted on the case as well, and some of that was probably targeted at Woody as well. But seeing the fact when he got out, he didn't say nothing to Woody, and it's kind of was stuff directed at Gunna. Most people believe it was at Gunna, and when I say most people, also Gunna's lawyer, because Gunna's lawyer has now came out and he went ether on any and everybody that has anything to say about Gunna pertaining to the case. Pretty much letting everybody know, listen, man, Gunna ain't do no ratting. He took a plea deal just like everybody else. So for anybody that got to keep saying something to Gunna, blame it on me. So this is what Young Thug, well, not Young Thug, but Gunna's lawyer. He came out and said, "I was Gunna's attorney, but I am not speaking on his behalf. This long post is solely to set out the truth. Gunna did not cooperate and did nothing and said nothing to cause harm to Thug's case. He spent 8 months in jail and was released in December 2022 after entering an Alfred plea. Gunna plea could not and was not used at Thug's trial, and he was never named as a witness. He received a 5-year suspended sentence with no reporting, no travel restrictions, no living restrictions, and no probation. Over the last 2 years, from media reports, he has performed all over the world, achieved international fame and recognition, and earned millions of dollars. Conversely, Thug went to trial and eventually pled guilty, and NOLA, after spending 30 months in jail, received 15 years probation with reporting conditions and is not even allowed to live in Atlanta. Those that have and continue to badmouth Gunna, get over it. Enough said." Now, let me let y'all know something right now, bro. This is one way of this lawyer pretty much saying, low key, it kind of look like Buddy is dogging Young Thug's lawyer when he say, "This is everything Gunna got, right?" But now look, y'all go over here and look what Young Thug got. Young Thug can't even live in Atlanta. Gunna's not only can he leave Atlanta, he's been all over the world getting recognition, fame, and became more famous than he even was. But Thug ain't able to do all this stuff, right? So in a way, he kind of said, "Hey, listen, man, I made this deal happen for Gunna. You know what I'm talking about? I made this deal happen for Gunna. I got it to where Gunna can do whatever he want to do. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all over here doing all this talking and stuff like that. Young Thug, you can't even do this. So maybe you should have just got your lawyer to do a better deal, like the deal that I got for Gunna, right?" So he coming out not playing no games with nobody at all. You know what I'm talking about? And then he also continued, and he did write one more thing to pretty much everyone. And this is more about the street codes, right? Obviously, he's a lawyer. He worked with a lot of people in the street. So, somebody, does he have room and space to say this? I would just leave that up to y'all on y'all's opinion. So he came out and he said, "Love the street rules and the dry snitch comments. Oh, the fake outrage. Some old both were charged with RICO. Both faced 20 years in prison. Both pled to RICO. Regardless, I'm more than willing to accept the blame for the great deal." So listen, man, like I told y'all, he coming out putting his foot down, just saying, "Hey, man, y'all mad at Gunna. I'm the one that got Gunna the good deal that Gunna got." You know what I'm talking about? It ain't his fault that he got a good lawyer. He got money. He's richer than all y'all, and he can actually afford a lawyer like me. Like y'all can never afford a lawyer like me, and he was able to get a good deal, unlike Thug. Even though Thug had Brian Steele, which of course is one of the great lawyers. I mean, some people may see Thug deal as a great deal, but obviously this lawyer is kind of dogging his deal, like that's not even that good of a deal. Like, look what my client got, and look what his client got, right? So I'll take the blame for all that. You already know. Now, went inside the comment section, y'all definitely had y'all's choice of words to say on Gunna's lawyer, pretty much, right? Let's actually take it over to the comment section. 1 second here. Now, as we take it over to the comment section, the first comment says, "Enough said." And then, of course, you can see somebody flexing a rat right there. I'd expect to see that. Hold on. You know what? before I do that, because I know more comments have came in, I want to refresh the screen. That way I can collect all of the comments inside of the comment section. You know what I'm talking about? There we go. There we go. And let me go on and get y'all back on up over here. No, don't want to do it this way. Yeah, I do it this way. That's cool. So, of course, somebody put a rat bench press and somebody said, y'all pushing P or what? Quit letting the internet control the narratives, because who even knows if he's talking about Gunna? Miss the days of no internet. I mean, he's literally talking about Gunna. Like, that's the message it said. This is Gunna's lawyer, right? And then also, even with Young Thug, he came out, and you got to use context clues. He's under court order, so he can't exactly just say the names he want to say. You have to be able to use, the past history, the current, what's going on, and what they're looking to do in the future. It continues and it says, "We're all this energy for Gunna coming, but not saying nothing to Woody lap." So it continues. I remember people said to that, "That's who he talking about." No, bro, he been going hard at Gunna lately. If something happened to Woody today, Thug wouldn't be the person of interest. He talking about all the rats. He never said Gunna's name. Continues and says, "What's the lawyer said so?" Yeah, the lawyer gonna come out and stand on that business. Niz, hey Gunna, you know how many rodents was involved with this case? Why everybody thinking it's Gunna? This lawyer don't understand the code of the street. You can't agree in the court with YSL is a criminal gang. When they have gang charges, that's ratting. You are incriminating them. And then let's continue and see what they have to say. But Thug said the same thing as Gunna. They basically got the same deal, but Thug had more restrictions. Thug never admitted to anything, being in a gang ever. They gave him a deal to say that or get time in jail. I mean, listen, bro, if we just gonna be real about this whole situation, like just 100% real, most of these done took a deal. You know what I'm talking about? From Thug brother to the slime life dude. Yeah, he had to get on the stand and play his cards right too. You know what I'm talking about? But most of the YSL peoples did take a deal. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't like none of them just ain't take no deal or nothing like that, because they all pretty much did. And that's why people's like, wait, why is Buddy upset with Gunna like that, but he ain't upset with his own brother and stuff like that? You know what I'm talking about? At the end of the day, man, it is what it is, bro. It's a whole, when it comes to the street rules and all that stuff like that, bro, it's a whole lot of how can I put it? It's a whole lot of politics, and not just politics, a whole lot of favoriting and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? It all depends on how much you like this person at that particular time. You know what I'm talking about? Who does the public like more? So all that stuff is just, I don't know, fam. But either way it goes, I'm coming on. And if y'all want to hear the song where Gunna said, where Thug said, "I don't really rock with rats," I will play that for y'all. Hold up. Never associate with a rat. Yeah, never associate with a rat. And that's what kind of got a lot of this up spiked and started, right? But Thug do got to be careful, bro. He can't be talking about a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm talking about? He can't talk about no gang stuff. He can't be associated with no gang members. None of that at all. So he definitely got to be careful what he got to say. Anyways, also the internet, Drake has actually dropped a few bars. You know what I'm talking about? Going to everybody that turned their back on him. You know what I'm talking about? Anybody that kind of was dissing him. You know what I'm talking about? He just letting y'all know, putting his foot down, like, hey man, I'm still the one. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not the 2, the 3, the 4. I'm literally still the one. Just in case y'all forgot. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm gonna actually play that audio for y'all. Then I'm gonna read some of the lyrics for y'all. I love you. Yeah. The song. Actually, I ain't even finna play the lyric. You know how they is about Drake. They take it. I'm finna just read the lyrics to y'all. You know what I'm talking about? We can decipher these lyrics together. Huh? You know what I'm talking about? Hold up. I want to make it big on the screen for y'all. Oh, there we go. Let's decipher these together. So he says, hold on, y'all. I want to put it over here for this one. Yeah, get it on up out the way. You know what I'm talking about? All right, so look. Drake said, "The world fell in love with the gimmicks. Even my brothers got tickets. Seemed like they loved every minute. Just know this is personal to us, and it wasn't just business. Analyzing behavior." Well, first let's break that part down. He's saying that his brothers got tickets to the seats, meaning people inside of OVO was, or even not just inside of OVO, just people that he rocked with. You know what I'm talking about? They were super into the beef and the drama and to the war that he got involved in. And listen, I don't care what nobody say. Anytime that it came to having to stand no business in a rap battle, Drake always showed up. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all can say he maybe didn't make the last song or the other person made the last song. It don't matter. But every single time somebody came with him, you know what I'm talking about, big enough that done came with him, but it done jumped in that ring, you know what I'm talking about, and done went to war with him. You know what I'm talking about? Win, lose, or draw. It is what it is. He says, analyzing behavior and patterns is somewhat suspicious. Niggas was never happy for me when I run with the digits or when I'm breaking world records. Still, as I guzzle the Guinness. Okay, yeah, if you read that wrong, that sounds crazy. But yeah. Or what I get my fifth Maybach because the color is different. Remember, we trading watches. I gave you the Arabic dial. You gave me a numbered edition. You would even check up on my son like a pediatrician. Sure, convinced the gang it rooted in love when it isn't. I don't know who he talking about right there. I don't know who gave his son. We'll just have to see somebody. He's talking about somebody that gave his son a watch or something like that. That they was cool, and I guess it went sour. He said, talking about we family. Well, I'm not the cousin to visit. God forbid we ever got to tarnish your public image. All that brother talk as if I really discovered a sibling. 6 degrees, my memory retrieving. I'm gonna count. Bro be spitting. Hey, bro be spitting for real. 6 degrees, my memory retrieving her humble beginnings. Niggas wanted trouble, grabbed a shovel and dug up some ditches. Covered my body in dirt, but that wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was a body double, and we've done dozens of switch. That's hard. Just the visual of that is hard, right? He's that pretty much said, "Hey man, y'all boys thought y'all covered me like in dirt. Y'all thought y'all buried me, but that wasn't me. That was a body double that y'all buried. You know what I'm talking about? And we done dozens of switches. Niggas tried to light the front gate up. It wasn't for Christmas. Oh, tried to light the front gate. It wasn't for Christmas. Now y'all remember where one I don't know if it was one of his bodyguards or something like that actually ran on his got ran down on and shot at his actual in his home. You know what I'm talking about? That's why he say niggas tried to light the front gate up. It wasn't for Christmas. That really did happen. I said a prayer that morning for Sean and it wasn't religious. I don't know what type of prayer that was there. It came from a place of desperation and utter submission Rapping was over for now. It came like a sudden decision. So in the midst of the beef that he was having with Kendrick, right? Somebody ran onto his yard, shot his security guard. It was either a security guard or somebody close to him. Either way go, it was on his property, right? And after that, the rapping was done, is what he's saying. You know, talking about why am I about to continue focusing on this rap battle when somebody just got shot up in front of my house? You know, talking about this bigger business to go stand on. So I definitely understand. You just got to know what was happening at that time. You know, talking about, and I did do a report on the person that got shot, like on his property. You know, talking about. And it continues and it says, I don't give a fuck about you snakes and these other musicians. Niggas starting fucking with my family. I'm going to prison, right? Yeah, talk that talk. And we all crashing out together. My brother's complicit. Who put a pipe bomb in your trunk? It wasn't exhibit. I'm trying to blow. I'm trying to blow the doors off that bitch when you touch the ignition. But then I gotta remember who made this shit come to fruition. It's me. Who got the most to lose and who's in that other position? See, no conversation, boy. I hope they got double encryption. I hate to see the empire crumble on judges' conviction. Hey, you listen, yo. That he said this nigga pulled a rabbit out of a hat and y'all love a magician. He pretty much saying bro came with all these fake lies, all this, you know, talking about who the pedo, all this wild crazy stuff, and y'all just love that, you know, talking about even though it wasn't even true, you know, talking about. He continues and he says, it's funny to see y'all all rejoicing and hugging and kissing. What are we celebrating? I ran out the club in addition. Yo, nothing was the same with all you bitches and nothing forgiven. But next time, bury me in gold. My blood is Egyptian. The Dennis James come out when the vodka flooded my system. I don't have a drinking problem. I got a subtle addiction. I got my father habits and I got my mother's permission. My dad has another child. I told him that wasn't my sister. Grew up with dozens of Jews, churches with dozens of Christians. Also developed a deep respect for the Muslim religion. I'm staring at my daddy while y'all tell me I wasn't a nigga. He said, I'm staring at my daddy while y'all tell me I wasn't that nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Because what Rick Ross came out saying, oh, he's a white boy, even though he's mixed, he's a white, all this wild, crazy stuff, right? All I know is when it comes to the music, Drizzy Drake Rogers is not to be messed with. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Wayne was my favorite rapper, so of course, you know what I'm talking about, that carries over into just the whole, you know what I'm talking about, Young Money over your stuff. But at the same time, I keep it real. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever, however the music gonna go. If the music is good, it's good. If it ain't good, then it ain't good. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, I stand on it when it comes to this music stuff, and I will tell you, Buddy is a beast when it comes to these lyrics. You know what I'm talking about? And it is what it is. I don't think Buddy can ever just be Barry. Why? Because he's just extremely talented. And in these bars, what do you want to say? He pieced together, somebody helped him piece it together, whatever you want to say. All the artists and stuff like that be having writers. Go look at all their credits and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? And when the writers are on the credits, that don't just mean that they didn't write the whole thing. That just means that somebody maybe said, hey, what about tweaking it this way or tweaking it that way? Or however it goes, man. I ain't here to make no excuse for nobody. You know what I'm talking? We done heard reference tracks from all the artists and everything like that as well. And there's even some tracks that ain't even came back because they've been behind the scenes. You know what I'm talking? I'd even heard some stuff that I ain't never even put out. And it is what it is, bro. But with all that being said, you know what I'm talking about? Do y'all think Kendrick will respond to this? And also, do y'all think Drake is buried? I don't think he's buried. I think Kendrick will respond because Kendrick got more lit when he got into the beef with Drake, right? And as long as he can keep dissing him, I believe that'll keep igniting some fire. But also, Kendrick himself is a standalone artist. He's a beast. He's an amazing artist. He makes great music. Of course, he doesn't do a lot of the singing stuff. He doesn't do a lot of the, okay, let me hop on a Mexican person beat. So he's not as big. But what I will say is he's a beast and he's great at what he does. And both of these artists are amazing artists. Either way it goes, you know what I'm talking about. But the truth is the truth and the non-truth is the non-truth, you know what I'm talking about. And it is what it is at the end of the day. But anyways, let me know something. So how do y'all feel about what y'all actually learned about Young Thug and Gunna? You know, I'm talking about Gunna lawyer ready to stand on business about his client. And then also, what y'all got to say about the whole Drake, these bars that I just pretty much went over with y'all. I think he got some flames. I want to hear the actual song. I haven't heard the actual full song yet, but I'm sure it's probably somewhere online. I'm going to go check that out. But anyways, let me know something coming down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.